Just the old culture at the end. And the other young cultures. Take a picture of me.
That's all. Could you? Yeah, could try it. As if they're maybe inspectors or something. But yeah, so they'll be waiting in there, and then when you give us the nod, we'll have Emily, Kate and Graham will be in the corridor, they'll be outside.
Here we are stealing everything from the Spike just for our own dramatic ends.
This is my friend. He's going to be in the play too.
What part's he playing?
Kevin. He's playing Jack. He's a bit more he's a bit of a bad actor, but he's great fun.
Bit method, isn't he?
Yeah. Just getting into character.
No, that's me filming you. You scuzzy hoe.
Running through the heart of East London.
Oh yeah. Actually, between them at this stage, but you will swap in the next speech.
I walked up Mile End Road between the corner and the corridor. Mile End Road is a wide thoroughfare cutting through the heart of East London. And there are tens of thousands by companions.
Oh, stop being a flower child. You're so Midsummer Night's Dream, you. We've nicked stuff from the Spike.
You start walking there.
And you at that point you will start picking bits off the floor as well before he refers to it. Johnson says I need nothing today. Jack goes into his second speech. You start walking forwards, and then you can end up in your positions downstage. And at that point you just stop. Still walking, doing that speech.
Mad! Totally mad.
You can do that and then start reading.
It's nothing to do with the script, she's just gone mad.
And then when you're here, if you get...
I was done. No, I came out. We no son of help me, no business and no farming to my name. I had no chance to start again. Yeah. My friends were all the way to hill. I tried for work and I was putting up the stones for the first combination parade.
No.
Did you just say £4.95?
Outside, to walk. It was a residential street. The workmen and their families existed in some fashion, up and down the street, just across from the workhouse. Each and every day, the queue for the Spike is the principal view from their windows. If a man may choose to sit on his doorstep and reflect, there is neither privacy for him nor the queue.
At 6 o'clock, the line moved up, and we were admitted into groups of 3.
So in the first 3, you stand in front of Emily.
Why aren't you on stage?
Because I'm not asked to be on. I'm studying the script because I'm a good actress and I'm just getting it together.
By this deceit, they sometimes manage to acquire a further sixpence.
A roar of applause greeted this time on the yard.
Talking of country being good for food, I'd like to see it.
Passed before I fell asleep. Is that the right? It was only 7 in the evening, and the shrill voices of children playing in the street continued until nearly midnight. The smell was sickening, and my skin crept and crawled until I was nearly frantic. Grunting, groaning, snoring arose like sounds emitted by a sea monster.
Well, I'll know, I'll see when the audience coming past.
They look really miserable.
Who do?
What are you filming?
Scumbags.
Oh, right.
This one, I
Have you done it? Yeah. Right, we're going to have a run through, Okay, we'll have a full run through.
Including this way?
Yeah.
In 10 minutes.
Okay.
So what you'll need to do is, if anyone that's in charge of props, you need to check, see where your props are, make sure they're on the right place and stuff.
Yeah.
And then come back here.
Do we know is that
The unmistakable sea face.
I won't stand it much longer, I won't. I'll smash a window, big one, and get run in for 14 days, then I'll have a good place to sleep. And the food's better than it is here. It's me bit of baccy, though. I've been out 2 nights now. Wet to the skin night before last, and I can't stand it much longer, I'm getting old. Some morning they'll pick me up dead. Don't you ever let yourself grow old, lad. Right? Die when you're young or you'll come to this. I'm telling you sure, I served my country like a man. 3 good conduct stripes and a Victoria Cross, and this is what I get for it. Yeah, I wish I was dead. I wish I was dead, I say. Can't come any too quick for me, I can tell you.
Given encouragement, this is the story he told while waiting in line at the workshop after 2 nights of exposure on the streets.
As a boy, he had enlisted in the British Navy and for most of his life served faithfully and well. Names, dates, commanders, ports, ships, engagements and battles rolled from his lips in the steady
On
stream.
entry and may be destroyed.
Yeah. What you do is you get your baccy, right, and you put it in a bit of paper, and then you stuff it down your sock into your shoe, right? Yeah? Got it. Good.
Down went the tobacco inside my sock. For 40 hours without tobacco is a hardship all tobacco users will understand. Again and again the line moved up, and we were slowly but surely approaching the wicket. At one point, we stood on an iron grating, and a man appearing underneath, the old sailor called down,
"How many more do they want?"
24.
34 were ahead of us. Disappointment and consternation dawned upon the faces about me.
It's not a nice thing, hungry and penniless, to face a sleepless night in the streets. But we hoped against hope till, when 10 stood outside the wicket, the porter turned us away.
Full up!
Like a flash, the old sailor, for all his years, was speeding away in a desperate mission to find...
The omnipresent policeman will rout you out just the same.
Move on! And as the law of the powers that be, then you shall be routed out.
Move on!
But when the dawn comes and the nightmare is over, I can have hope to refresh myself. And until I die, I can tell stories of my adventures to groups of admiring friends.